So this is the pound USD analysis for Wednesday, the 11th of October. What have we seen happen here? So over the past 2 days, we've seen prices trend to the upside on the pound USD. So initially over here on Sunday, we did gap up, sold down a little bit, closed the appears to have closed gap. Use that area as a bit of a use that area as support for a continuation of the move to the upside, and that's exactly what we've seen. We've seen the prices respect the 20-period moving average, as can be seen here on the chart in red. We are above the 50-period moving average, so we've come up to the 131.47, and we have held that level, supported by the 20-period moving average and the horizontal support. So at the horizontal support at 131.47. So what have we seen with prices? They are pulling back a little bit here, but we're likely to see another bull flag, a test of this 200-period moving average. Currently sitting at 132.32 is our next possible area of resistance. However, I can't see a reason for it to sell off from there unless we get some news related event. We're seeing we're likely to go into a bit of a contraction here with 20-period and 200-period moving average. So if we do break down from this 200-period moving average, I'll be looking at 131.47, which is pretty obvious from the charts, beneath which 130.93 would be the next area of interest. Now to the upside, for a continuation of the trend, our weekly pivots at 130.93. To the upside, I'll be looking at 132.81 to see how prices react there, and we did sell off from there, just over here on the 4th of the month. So I want to see what prices do around the 31.81. Now above that we've got 33.50. I don't expect prices to get all the way up to 33.50 today, on the 11th of October. We might see prices get up to the 32.81, but it's unlikely to get up to 33.50 unless there is a news trigger. So my overall bias on this market will continue to be biased to the long side, and with a close eye being kept on this 200-period moving average and 32.81. So if I go out to the higher time frame, just to see where we are on the higher time frames. So on this higher time frame, we did see this this is a monthly chart. We did see a bit of consolidation breaks to the upside. We had a bullish candle forming, bullish engulfing candle, but we sold off a little bit from there. Now this month we're still quite a bit away from where the month opened, but we have seen, due to recent price action, a wick being formed to the downside. So overall, I'd still say the longer term time frames is favourable to a bullish move in the pound USD. If I go on to the time frame just below it, on the weekly chart, this is I've mentioned this in a few previous videos. Blow off candles, or some would say exhaustion candles, at the end of a trend or a big move in the market. So we've seen 2 consecutive weeks of selling, and this third week we've seen quite a lot of selling with candle close near its low. The thing about it is, we sold all the way down into dynamic support, which is the 20-period moving average. I did mention in the videos at the start of the week that as we have been sold down into support, I do expect to see a bounce, and we are seeing that bounce, a pretty decent bounce so far, and there is still quite a few days left in the month. So the weekly, we've seen a series of higher lows on the pulls. On the pullbacks, we've seen higher lows, and with respect to 20-period moving average. So that's it for the weekly time frame. So let's go down to the daily. Now, what can we see on daily? Well, we've gone all the way up to 136.57, and we've sold off quite a bit. A pretty decent trend to the downside on the pound against the US dollar. But let me just have a look here. Let's just have a look. Yes, so we've come all the way down and tested this moving average here in black, and tested this moving average down here in black, and we've been bought back up. So we've seen prices the previous day. We did have a pretty decent candle, bullish day. Not much wick to the downside, and the day after, which was yesterday, we had a candle closing near its highs. Not wick to the downside, a small wick to the upside, which is conducive of higher prices, especially as we have come down into dynamic support on the daily time frame. So as I've already done the analysis for the hourly on the pound USD, that should wrap it all up. So before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.